Today we are going to begin a new chapter in Maths 2, chapter number 2, parallel lines. Before we begin, let us recall about parallel lines and the angles formed in the parallel lines. In figure 2.1, this one, okay. Line N is a transversal of line L and line M. In all, 8 angles are formed. Pair of angles formed out of these angles are as follows. Pairs of corresponding angle. Angle D and angle H. Corresponding angle, okay. Angle D and angle H. Now angle A. Where is angle A? Angle A and angle E. Angle C. Where is angle C? Angle C and angle G. Angle B. Where is angle B? Angle B and angle F. Okay. Now pairs of alternate interior angles. Angle C and angle E. Where is angle C and E? Angle C and angle E. Can you see? It is in the Z shape. Angle C and angle E. Next one is angle B. Angle B and angle H. Okay, B and H. This is called as alternate interior angles. Now let us learn pairs of alternate exterior angle. That is angle D and angle F. Angle A and angle G. Now let us see the pairs of interior angles of the same side of the transversal, that is angle C and angle H. Okay, it will be the C shape. Now angle B and angle E. Okay, we have revised it. Now let us learn some important properties. When two lines intersect, the pairs of opposite angles formed are congruent. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. When one pair of corresponding angle is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of the corresponding angles are congruent. When one pair of alternate angle is congruent, then all the remaining pairs of alternate angle are congruent. When one pair of interior angles on the one side of the transversal is supplementary, then the other pair of the interior angle is also supplementary. Theorems. Interior angle theorem. If two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the interior angles on either side of the transversal are supplementary. Corresponding angles theorem. The corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measure. Alternate angle theorems. The alternate angles formed by a transversal of two parallel lines are of equal measure. Practice set 2.1. Question number 1. In the given figure, line RP is parallel to line MS and line DK is a transversal. Angle DHP is 85 degree. Find the measure of the following angles. The angles are RHD, PHG, HGS, MGK. So since we know that DHP is equal to 85 degree, DHP plus RHD is equal to 180 degree angles in linear pair. Since we know that DHP is equal to 85, so we will write DHP 85 degree is plus RHD we have to find is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, RHD is equal to angle RHD is equal to 180 minus 85. Therefore, RHD is equal to 95 degree. Statement number 2. Next, PHG is equal to RHD. Both are vertically opposite angle. So PHG is equal to 95 degree. Why 95 degree? Because RHD is equal to 95 degree. We got it from statement number 2. So if both are equal, then when RHG is equal to 95 degree, therefore PHG will also be 95 degree from statement number 2. Now, line RP is parallel to line MS and line DK is the transversal according to the corresponding angle, that is HGS is equal to DHP. Since we know that DHP is equal to 85 degree, therefore HGS will be how much? 85 degree from statement number 1. Okay, since we know that MGK is equal to HGS is vertically opposite angle, it should be down. Okay, along with that, MGK and HGS both are vertically opposite angle. Therefore, MGK is equal to 85 degree from statement number 3. Now, question number 2. In the figure, line P is parallel to line Q. It's supposed to be parallel there, okay? And line L and line M are the transversal for line PQ and QR. Sorry, line P and Q. Measure of some angles are shown. Right? So one angle is 110, another angle is 115. Find the value of A, angle B, angle C and angle D. So we have to find this value. So here I specified angle E here for solving the sum. Okay, now let us do first find the value of A. So angle A plus angle 110 is equal to 180 degree, that is linear paired. Therefore, angle A is equal to 180 minus 110 degree. Therefore, angle A is equal to 70 degree. Okay, consider angle E as shown in the figure line. Okay. Line P and Q, line P is parallel to line Q and line L is the transversal, this one, okay, line L is the transversal. Angle E plus angle 110 degree is equal to 180 degree. The sum of the measure of an interior angles are supplementary, okay. So interior angles, both are interior angles, so supplementary is 180 degree. So angle E is equal to 180 minus 110. Therefore, angle E is equal to 70 degree. Next, angle B is equal to angle E. Where is angle B? B is equal to angle E. Why is equal to? Because both are vertically opposite angles. Since we got angle E is equal to 70 degree, therefore B is equal to how much? 70 degree. Now, line P is parallel to line Q. Now, M is the transversal, okay. Line M is the transversal. So if M is a transversal, angle C and 115 it will be the corresponding angle. So corresponding angles are equal. So therefore angle C is equal to 115 degree. Now next one, 115 plus angle D is equal to 180. Why 180? Because it's in linear pair. So therefore angle D is equal to 180 minus 115. Therefore angle D is equal to how much? 65 degree. Now question number 3. In the given figure, line L is parallel to line M. Line M and N, line N and line P are parallel. Find angle A, B, C and A, B, C. Consider angle D. Angle D as shown in the figure. Line L is parallel to line M, where P is the transversal. Line L is parallel to M. Your line P is the transversal. Angle D is equal to 45 degree according to the corresponding angle. So angle 45 degree, angle D, a corresponding angle. Okay. So now angle D plus B is equal to 180 degree linear pair. So D is 45 degree. D is 45 degree. Angle B is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, B is equal to 180 minus 45 degree. So, angle B is equal to how much? B is equal to 135 degree. If B is 135 degree, therefore, angle A will be 135 degree, right? Very good. So, angle A is equal to angle, say as I said teacher, angle A is equal to angle B, vertically opposite angle. Therefore, angle A will be how much? 135 degree. So, now angle line L is parallel to line M. Now, our transversal will be, N will be our transversal. So, angle C sorry. Now line L and N and NP will be the parallel, where M will be the transversal. So angle C and angle B will be the corresponding angles. Therefore, since we know that angle B value is 135 degrees, therefore angle C will be how much? 135 degree. Now let us solve the next sum. Question number 4. In the given figure, side of angle PQR, where is PQR? PQR downwards, okay. So angle XYZ, angle X, Y and Z are parallel sides, okay. Sides are parallel to each other. Prove that angle PQR, so angle PQR is constant to angle XYZ. Given ray YZ, where is ray YZ? Since it is said there, the angles of the sides are parallel. So ray YZ, ray YZ is parallel to QR, okay, downwards. Sorry. And ray XY is parallel to QP. To prove is angle PQR is congruent to angle XYZ. Construction: extend ray YZ in opposite direction, like this. Extend a ray YZ in an opposite direction. Okay, like this, opposite direction. It intersect QP in this line. Okay, in the QP at point S. Now, ray yx, ray yx, okay, ray yx is parallel to ray qp. Ray yx is parallel to sp. Okay, pq can be written as sp also, because p dash s dash q, because p dash s dash q. Why? These 3 points are collinear. Now, and therefore angle x y z, okay, this one is congruent to p s y. This both angles are congruent. Why? Because both are corresponding angle. Nextly, ray yz, this one, okay, ray yz is parallel to qr, where pq is the transversal. This is the transversal for this line. Okay, now angle ps, angle psy, this one, psy is congruent to sq sqr, these two angles. Okay, angles, why it is congruent? Because it is a corresponding angle. Since we know that psq are collinear, we can write psy is congruent to pqr. Okay, from statement number 1 and 2, this one and this one, statement number 1 and 2, if we see psy get are congruent, if these two are okay, therefore I can say that angle xyz is congruent to pqr, hence proved. Okay, question number 5. In the given figure, line AB is congruent to line CD. Line PQ is the transversal. Measure of one of the angle is given. Hence, find the measure of the following angles. ART. Where is ART? ART. How can we find out? ART plus angle 105 is equal to 180 degree. According to the linear pair, we will get the value, ART value. Okay, we will get any value by calculating. That is 180 minus 105. Okay, so we will get how much? 180. Let's calculate and see. 180 minus 105. So the answer is 75. So ART value is how much? 75 degree. Next is CTQ. CTQ, what will be the value of CTQ? If ART, okay, ART is congruent to CTQ. Why? Corresponding angle. If this is 75 degree, therefore automatically CTQ will be 75 degree. Next is DTQ. Okay, DTQ will be how much? 105. Why 105? BRT is congruent to DTQ, 105. Why? Corresponding angle. Now PRB will be how much? 75 degree. This is vertically opposite angle. So I think children, you will I have given a rough idea. You can solve and see by yourself. For further correction, I will send you the PPT along with the video. You can check it out whether you have done right or wrong. If you have missed any points, you can you can do a correction from the PPT. Dear children, teacher have solved all the 5 sums from practice set 2.1 Do watch the video carefully. If you don't understand, watch twice or thrice, practice it well. Complete your notebook. Thank you.